USA. Yo 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 yo. Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. It's Friday. Good morning. How y'all feel out there?
Yes, it's Friday. The weekend is here.
I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here for another day to serve our beautiful listeners, man.
Absolutely. Jess, what's up? How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm getting ready for the weekend, even though I'm not off. I'm working. I got a show in DC tonight, so that's why I'm not in the studio.
Okay.
Why you got a MAGA hat on? What's that?
It says high roller, man.
Please don't start nothing over here with me.
Oh, it's just red. I just see it.
Oh, yo, yeah,
matching your nails.
Okay. High roller.
Oh,
that's what it
okay. Right.
Just don't mess with me this morning.
Me,
now, if you don't know, if you're in the DC
DMV
area,
man,
or the DMV area, you can pull up on Jess this weekend. Where you gonna be, Jess?
I'm gonna be at the Warner Theater in Philadelphia. Yo, me and you are.
I know, right?
At the DMC. I'm gonna be at the Warner Theater in DC. The doors open at 6 o'clock. The show starts at 7. DJ Quicksilver will be opening the show with the vibes from 6 to 7, and me and Desi come and take the stage at 7 p.m. So get your tickets at livenation.com.
Okay. Hey, salute to Quicksilver, salute to Desi.
Right. Yeah,
that's right.
Is that the show I came to last year?
With Quicksilver, yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, this morning, Rotimi will be joining us. Rotimi, of course, he has a new album called In My Heart and In My Veins. So, In My Heart part is R&B, and the In My Veins part is Afrobeat. So, of course, he's Nigerian, so he did a little bit of both on the album.
That sounds like a cardiovascular test. In my heart and in my veins, they put that dye in you to check your arteries. That's what it's about?
No, it's not about that. But he said his heart is R&B, but his veins, because he has Nigerian blood, is the Afrobeats part.
So yeah.
All right, man. People be trying to be so deep for no reason.
Let that man live, man. Let that man live. Speaking of,
he was deep, yo. It was deep too. I was about to cry. And
okay.
Speaking of, you mentioned the cardiovascular. How often do we have to do that test?
Dr. Puma said, I don't have to go back for a couple of years.
Yeah, but how long is a couple? Is that 2? Is that 3? Is that like couple is 2?
The way my anxiety set up, I went back this year just because.
You went back already?
Yeah, I went back this year. He didn't want me to, but I went back this year.
Was it a full year?
I don't remember.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, man? You just went.
Hey, man, when you be hearing all these stories about people having heart attacks and strokes and everything else, you just be wanting to check. You just be wanting to make sure.
This man get a colonoscopy every 3 months. He get a colonoscopy.
You messing people up. This ain't even the colonoscopy.
I'm just saying. You
spreading misinformation.
If you're doing that test, you probably doing that test often too.
You're spreading misinformation. This is the cardiovascular. This is about your heart. You know what I mean? Make sure you don't have no strokes, no heart attacks.
So when you go back for the colonoscopy,
how we go from heart to ass?
I'm just saying, he's doing all the tests every couple of months.
Is 5 years, I believe.
Oh, now
if they don't have no polyps, you got to go back sooner than me because they found lumps in your butt.
Oh my God, it's a lump in your butt?
They didn't find no lumps in my butt. They found a polyp in my butt.
You had polyps in your butt.
See, that's what
you got something piled up in your
head.
Something piled up in his butt. You're right. That's right.
It was a polyp. They took care of it though.
That's right. There's a polyp in his butt.
Oh, they took care of the polyps in his butt.
But you got to go back sooner than I do.
Oh my goodness. You know what? Forget it. All right. Front page news when we come back. Morgan, that's what I get for trying to joke. Morgan, when we come back, don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now in Thursday Night Football, the Eagles beat the Commanders 26-18. Now, good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Yeah. Oh, that was one for
the got beat, baby.
Hey, all right. I guess. All right, good morning, Envy, Charlamagne, Jess. How y'all feeling? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Morgan.
All right, let's get into it. So Georgia's election interference cases, guess what? It's going to continue. Re-elected District Attorney Fani Willis said if you go, she's going to do her thing. She said she has indicated that she intends to push forward with the 2020 investigation that involves multiple suspects. That includes Donald Trump. But his case may have to wait 4 years, though, now that he is the president-elect. So we're not going to see too much movement from Donald Trump in that particular election interference case out of Georgia. However, President-elect Trump is continuing to build his administration, one appointment and nomination after the other. Now, this comes as most recently, Trump is nominating 3 of his criminal defense attorneys to serve in the Department of Justice. Trump said in a statement he will nominate Todd Blanche to serve as Deputy Attorney General, Emil Bove as Principal Associate Deputy Attorney General, and he will also select Dean John Sauer as Solicitor General. Now, the three would serve under Matt Gaetz, who Trump previously announced as his nominee for Attorney General, should Gaetz pass the Senate nomination, or Senate confirmation, rather. Now, this comes as House Speaker Mike Johnson says Matt Gaetz submitted his resignation effective immediately, just hours after being nominated by President-elect Trump to be U.S. Attorney General. Let's hear more from House Speaker Mike Johnson.
He issued his resignation letter effective immediately of Congress. That caught us by surprise a little bit. I asked him what the reasoning was, and he said, well, you can't have too many absences. So under Florida state law, there's about an 8-week period to select and fill a vacant seat. If we start the clock now, if you do the math, we may be able to fill that seat as early as January 3rd when we take the new oath of office for the new Congress. Matt would have done us a great service by making that decision as he did on the fly, and so we're grateful for that.
A special election would need to be held in Florida to fill Gaetz' seat in Congress. Of course, he represents the 1st District in Florida, which is located in and around Pensacola and the Panhandle. Now, meanwhile, senators are reacting to President-elect Trump's nomination of Gaetz for Attorney General. Connecticut Democrat Chris Murphy says he's concerned about the pick, while South Dakota Republican Senator Mike Rounds says the president has the right to pick who he wants, but Congress is still going to do their due diligence and go through the necessary vetting process. Let's hear more from Senators Murphy and Senator Rounds.
This feels like a red alert moment for democracy. There were a lot of people, both my colleagues in the Senate and voters in this country, who didn't believe Trump when he said that he was going to turn the Department of Justice into an arm of the White House.
We always allow the president to have the benefit of the doubt, but we still have to do our role in terms of due diligence.
Again, that's Connecticut Democrat Chris Murphy and South Dakota Republican Senators Mike Rounds. Fellow Floridian and fellow Republican Marco Rubio, who is Trump's selection for Secretary of State, he says he thinks Gaetz will do a good job if he's confirmed by the Senate. So, of course, this particular confirmation process for Attorney General may be rough. Senator John Cornyn of Texas says he wants to review the House Ethics Committee investigation of Matt Gaetz, adding the Judiciary Committee should not have any restrictions during the confirmation process. What's your thoughts on that, Charlamagne? Because yesterday you were talking about all of the things going on with Gaetz. Should I just list them? Should I go right into them?
Go ahead.
All right. So in case you missed it, if you missed it, Gaetz has been accused of sex trafficking and having sex with a 17-year-old. He is not facing criminal charges in the matter, but he was being investigated, and the ethics investigation report was expected to be filed in a matter of days. So we were supposed to be seeing this soon. However, when he stepped down on Wednesday, it ended their jurisdiction and blocked the release of the report. Now, Gaetz has long denied child sex allegations, but some senators say they still want to see the report. A federal investigation, of course, ended again without criminal charges. So what do you think?
I think nothing matters because nothing matters. They knew about that before they decided to nominate him for that position. So I mean, it don't matter. He's gonna still become Attorney General.
We are who we thought they were.
You know, I do want to go back to something you was talking about in regards to Fani Willis, right? If you said she's still pursuing the case against Trump?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
If I was Fani Willis, I wouldn't still be pursuing that case. When you have President Biden welcoming Trump back to the White House, taking pics with him, smiling, offering assistance for him in the peaceful transition, which I'm all for, by the way. My thing is, what's the point of Fani sticking her neck out there to continue pursuing him? Why go through all of that? Because you know there's going to be retaliation.
That's right.
You know you're putting your well-being in jeopardy by pursuing that
and
case.
And nobody's going to have your back.
Nobody's going to have your back. If nobody else is willing to do it, why should she? Isn't Jack Smith is talking about he's going to drop his stuff? So it's like, why? Man, protect your peace, Fani Willis.
Right.
Nah, for real.
It's not a matter about being scared. It's a matter about being smart at this point.
What's the point?
Nobody going to have your back.
Nobody going to have your back.
And he's firing.
Nobody else is pursuing it, so why should her? Why should that sister? Or even Tish James? Like, why should those two sisters, continue to put themselves out there like that if nobody else is?
Well, that's your thought, and you are definitely entitled to those opinions. So, yeah, I don't know. That's more Hamburg. Stick around for more front page news at 7. We will get into what's going on up top in New York and New Jersey. Congestion pricing. The topic continues.
All right. Well, that is front page news. Everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open again. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest. Keep calling. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
It's Tagoe Interview. How you doing this morning?
Tagoe, what's up? Get it off your chest, brother.
All right, good morning, Charlamagne to God.
Peace, King. How you doing, brother?
I'm good. How you doing? Welcome back, Jess. Congratulations.
Thank you, baby.
And listen, I just want to bring awareness. I just been in the hospital for like 8 days by prostate. I had a lot of infection around my prostate. I hear y'all talk about colonoscopy and all that a lot.
Yes, sir.
Bring some awareness to these people about this prostate, man. Because that's something I know I wasn't ill. I went on one illness and came back with emergency surgery.
I can't hear what you're saying, but you said I heard that you say you was in the hospital for 8 days because you had an infection around your prostate.
Right, and I just want to bring awareness to it.
That's right, man. Listen, you know, we make jokes and stuff because, you know, whenever you think about something in your butt, it makes you giggle. But the reality of the situation is that's why we go get colonoscopies and all of that stuff, because of prostate cancer.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But Charlamagne, that ain't got nothing to do with your butt. That got something to do with your main vein.
What you mean your main vein?
For the catheter, you know what your main vein is?
Your penis?
Yes. They put a catheter in there. They got a thing bigger than the number 10 pencil.
Oh, I don't know about that. Now put me on. Now you need to school me. What you talking about? I thought the prostate. What that got to do? What you talking about?
All right, the prostate pretty much will run your bladder. They run your urine. So they put you to sleep. You wake up with a big old thing coming at you. Wee and peeing out of the catheter.
Now hold on. Now when I got a prostate exam, the doctor put that glove on and put that finger in my butt to make sure my prostate wasn't enlarged.
No. I had infection already, not knowing that I had it.
Oh, got you. Okay. All right, okay.
But how you doing now, bro?
Yes.
I said, how you doing now?
I'm doing fine. I'm up and moving. There wasn't no back. You know, they kept me in the hospital so long to get the infection out.
Yes, sir.
But other than that, you know, I'm up, moving and walk. I'm moving and walk regular.
Well, thank God you're all right, brother.
And this is why you got to get prostate exams early and regular so you don't end up having an infection.
That's right. You got to go make sure you get yourself checked out. Go to the doctor. Don't be too cool. Don't be scared. Go to the doctor.
I ended up getting a prostate because I went for a vasectomy. And the vasectomy turned into a prostate exam. Now, that confused me. You know what I mean? Because I thought that, he liked what he saw. And he just wanted to turn me around and get a little freaky. You know what I mean? I had to call a lot of people before. I had to call a lot of people like, yo, is this regular, man? I just came here for a vasectomy consultation, man.
I came for a breathing test. He telling me to turn around.
You know what I mean?
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what up, Breakfast Club? It's Nando.
Nando, what up? Get it off your chest.
Good morning.
Yo, man, I just wanted to shout out my merch on Instagram if I could. It's Underdog Fitted. On Instagram if I could. I make original Underdog Fitted hats. I just wanted to shout out some snapbacks by the Downrighty. It's actually merch for my book that I'm writing, and I was trying to get some help from Charlamagne if he could help me, finish this book I'm trying to write and publish it and everything.
Yeah, send me the manuscript, man, if you got a manuscript. Or like a one sheet of what the book is about.
Well, we'll put you on hold so you get all the email info, okay?
I got you.
All right, brother. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Ray. Yo, Charlamagne, Envy, what up? Are we live?
This is your time to get it off your chest.
I got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool.
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
We can get on the phone right now. He'll tell you what it is. We live?
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. Calling live from Rikers Island.
Hey, good morning from Rikers Island. Get it off your chest.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody who work on Rikers Island. It's a very tough job to be in law enforcement on Rikers Island.
You a
and
CO?
Give respect, give the inmates respect. I'm everything because I'm anonymously speaking. I don't want to be retaliated on, but I'm not an inmate. I'm currently a staffer at DOC, and I want to give a shout out to everybody who does the job productively without bringing in contraband or any unauthorized items, and still giving the inmates what they're supposed to have with respect. I do want to recognize the people that do out to New York, Rikers Island. Thank you.
Hope you're treating them inmates with respect. Well, not all of them.
No, they treat staffers with respect who give respect. But like I said, it's a skill to work on Rikers Island. It's definitely a skill.
I'm sure. Thank you, Mama. Hello, who's this?
It's Duke from Carolina.
Duke from Carolina. Get it off your chest.
What Carolina? North or South?
South Carolina.
Okay, what part?
North, South Carolina, Orangeburg County.
Berg. Salute to Orangeburg, man. I'm going to be announcing something in Orangeburg real soon, man. I'm doing something, we about to open up the crystals in Orangeburg in a minute, man. We'll be down there.
Okay, word. I'm going to have to pull up on you.
Yes, sir.
Jess Hilarious. I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh, Lord. What's that?
Why is you sleeping with your best friend's husband.
Oh, my God.
Disappointed in you.
He must be talking about the movie.
I'm disappointed in you, Jess. Where was Chris when this was happening?
Don't tell us the plot of the movie, man. We ain't get to watch it yet. What's the name of the movie on Peacock, Jess?
I Hate, I Love You. Streaming now on Peacock.
Look here, my old lady need a best friend. I think you would be a perfect candidate for her.
Oh, you better get off this phone.
Is it good? The movie good?
It's decent. I liked it. I watched it all the way through.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm watching Jake Paul and Mike Tyson tonight, and then I'm watching Jess on Peacock. I think I hate you.
No, it's I Hate, I Love You.
I hate, I love you.
I hate, I love you. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, sir.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051.
Jess looking at me like, man, stop being old. I hate, I love you.
I hate you. Like,
I hate you. I love you.
I hate you so much right now.
Oh my goodness. Now we got Jess With The Mess coming up. What we talking about?
Yes, it went down with Offset in Paris. He had a Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. We'll get into that next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious.
Okay, harmonizing.
Hey. That man is not harmonizing. Don't do that. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies, She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide mess.
On The Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shift.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
All right, so Offset gets into a brawl in Paris, and the footage of Offset hit social media yesterday. So the fight reportedly started because of a failed rap project with French rapper Gazo. Apparently, Offset and Gazo were supposed to do a video shoot together, but Offset didn't. He didn't do everything he was supposed to do. So because of that, Gazo's team allegedly asked Offset to reimburse them, but Offset reportedly refused to give them back their money. So that's when everything broke out, all hell broke loose, and here's some of the audio from the video.
Offset be too well dressed to squabble, man.
I know, like, yo, he definitely got on one of them fashion show outfits and
Yes.
big,
all
big
leathers.
boots.
For somebody who gets in
All
kerfuffles
leather, right?
as much as Offset, he needs to wear sweats and Timbs all the time.
Right? He never looked ready for a fight, yo.
Well, they said
But,
my sources. Want to hear what my sources had to say?
Man, shut up.
My sources said.
Go ahead, cut my story off.
I'm sorry,
let
go
me
ahead.
know what your sources
Go
say.
ahead,
But no.
okay.
You go ahead and let me know, and I'm gonna let you know if my sources match
tell
up
them,
with yours.
Jess.
Go ahead.
I know you got the sources out in UK, but my sources out in UK said they tried to grab Offset's bag that had the money in it. And when they went to grab the bag, that's when they started fighting. But they said he's safely back in the U.S. He didn't get arrested.
Oh, okay.
What that got to do with
you can hear him.
I thought they was in Germany.
No, they in Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they in Paris. Yeah, you can hear Offset telling the security the whole time, like, yo, let him go or whatever. But I think the security did the right thing. He didn't let Offset get touched at all. Although Offset got a kick and he kicked somebody in the head.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that was funny, boy. That big ass security guard, Offset couldn't do nothing. he was trying to.
He was so mad too.
You telling somebody, let me go, because that's the only way you getting out.
He got that kick in though. That was a big kick. That was a big kick.
That was a big kick. He got them boots wasn't for nothing. He definitely struck somebody in the head with
but you
that.
can't really fight
Offset team.
You can't really fight in a form-fitting designer fit. Like, Offset needs to dress more like me. I'm always ready to fight a cut grass.
More like cut grass.
Yeah, he definitely need to dress like you. No, not with them slippers you be wearing. Somebody better knock your ass out with them slippers, man.
I only do that in here, though. In the studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, that's cool. Move it on. Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul. So last night there was an official weigh-in before tonight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. The clip of
you just look like a bit.
I ain't gonna lie. It looked like you killing it, but we can't hear you. It just looked like you killing it. Your hand moving.
Y'all can't hear what I'm saying?
Your lips
you
was
going
moving.
in and out. Your lips moving.
Why you can't hear me? What happened?
I don't know
We
what
can hear you
happened.
now.
What happened? Y'all can't hear me?
Now we hear you.
Wow, I don't understand what I'm doing.
Yeah,
like, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, why when black people you can't hear somebody,
cool.
he start moving the camera. We said we can't hear, we can see you.
Like
we can see you, we just can't hear you.
You good,
I don't know. All right, so y'all can hear me now.
Yes.
All right, perfect. So the clip did go viral of the slap, but what the clip is not showing is that right before the slap, Jake Paul walked up to, like he crawled up to him on his knuckles like a monkey, and then he stepped on Tyson's foot. And after the stand down and the slap, they were both interviewed, but here's what they had to say.
The world is excited to see you one last time, perhaps. Can you just tell us the emotions, the thoughts that are going through your mind right now?
Talking's over.
All right, that's it. That's it for Mike Tyson. Jake, he says the talk is over. You just felt his power. What did that feel like, and why did he do that to you?
I didn't even feel it. He's angry. He's an angry little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked the f*** out.
Mike almost 60. He got corns, man. Don't step on my feet.
Yeah, hell yeah. You can see after he slapped him, like he jumped like, damn, yo, like his foot almost gave out on him a little bit. Yeah. And then he has a clip circulating. 50 Cent just posted something where Mike Tyson talks about his foot. Play that audio for me.
The worst feet in the world, right? And if somebody stepped on my feet, I would totally tap out. I would just give up.
That's why I be wearing slippers.
After the weigh-in. What? So somebody can step on your foot?
No, because I'm old. When you get to a certain age, man, your feet are very, very tender. I don't even like wearing shoes, to be honest with you.
That's a damn lie. You be wearing them same flip-flops for 15 years, man. Like, for 15 years,
Didn't I just say that?
You said you're getting old. It ain't got nothing to do with old. You just got bad feet.
Didn't I just say I like wearing slippers? I've been old for 15 years. I'm 46.
You've been old for 15 years.
Look, after the weigh-in, Jake Paul put up a tweet, and he was excited about getting slapped. He said, "This is a pinch me moment. I got slapped by Mike Tyson." And then Mike Tyson also crushed the little girl dreams. All right, so this is baby girl. Her name is Jazzy. She's 13. She does these interviews with these celebrities all the time. I'm actually proud of her. I got interviewed by her one time, and this is what she asked him, and this is what he said.
So after such a successful career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing. Can you really imagine somebody say, I want my legacy to be this way when you're dead? Why do you want somebody you think somebody really wants to think about you? I want people to think about me when I'm gone. Who the cares about me when I'm gone? Well, my kids, maybe, or grandkids. Who the cares?
How old is she?
He gonna be Jake ass, yo. She's 13.
13? Jesus Christ.
Poor Jazzy cried in the car, man.
Yeah, she definitely cried in the car.
Drop one of Clues Mom for Mike Tyson. He a true cancer,
but she still handled it. So yes, he is. She still handled it well. She was like, "Well, I never heard anything like that, but okay." Like she was so mature about it. Yo.
Mike not wrong though. Like what is legacy? People's perception of you. People don't know you for real. Like nobody really gonna think about you after you go, except your family.
I just don't think people expected that response to a 13-year-old.
That is a real honest answer from a cancer. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's Jess with the Mess, guys.
Mike Tyson gonna be Mike Tyson. Salute to Mike Tyson. Can't wait to see that fight tonight, all right? When we come back, we got front page news, and then Rotimi will be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, in Thursday Night Football, last night the Eagles beat the Commanders 26-18. And also, we got to tell you guys about Fight Night tonight on Netflix. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, is taking on Jake Paul at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a bunch of other matches before that, but the fight takes place tonight. And if you didn't see the weigh-in, Mike Tyson smacked the ish out of Jake Paul.
I would say that Mike Tyson looking in good shape for a 58-year-old about to be 60-year-old, man. But you know, regardless of what happens tonight, just keep in mind Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old. So if Mike Tyson loses to Jake Paul, to me, it don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing anyway.
Okay? It don't mean a damn thing.
It don't mean nothing. Morning, Morgan.
Now, if Mike beat Jake Paul, it mean everything. Okay? We gonna celebrate. We gonna be out here. Yes, sir, old head. Let's go, Okay?
Good morning, y'all. I'm super excited about that bout tonight. Yeah, I definitely will be watching, and I'll get into a few details if we have time at the end. But meanwhile, let's bring things home to New York. You know, you guys are talking congestion pricing. That's a big topic going on right now. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, she says New York controversial congestion pricing plan will start in January. She says the toll to enter below Manhattan's 60th Street will drop from $15 to $9 during peak hours. Now, this toll will fully fund the MTA and help complete much-needed projects. Let's hear more from Governor Kathy Hochul on the new pricing.
This $9 daytime toll is enough to secure the $15 billion in MTA funding that congestion pricing was intended to support. New modern signals, the long-awaited 2nd Avenue subway, new electric buses, elevators, and this will generate major investments for our suburban commuters as well. This lower toll will save daily commuters nearly $1,500 annually. And that kind of money makes a big difference for our families.
Toll's been making billions of dollars in New York City for years, and New York City still don't look fly. New York still look terrible, and they've been making billions of dollars off tolls. So what makes me believe that this extra money is going to actually go into, as she said, completing unfinished projects?
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
I think it's all BS. And she says it's going to save riders money. I think that's BS. I think what's going to wind up happening is all these businesses are going to have to raise their prices, right? Because people get into these businesses, people get into work, people bring in the produce and supplies are going to have to charge more because it's going to cost more to actually get in the city. And I heard yesterday MTA saying, well, it's not about the money. It's about making sure police officers and ambulances could get to where they need to go. No, this is all about money, and it ain't right.
So low-income drivers will receive 50% off the congestion tax when they pass through the zone more than 10 times per month. Now, Hochul's...
What's a low-income driver?
Right, like what?
How you know somebody's a low-income driver? What?
I'm sure there is a cap stipulation for that, but of course, you know, Hochul says she has directed the MTA to run service more frequently on at least 23 bus routes in the outer boroughs, and the MTA is still facing a slew of lawsuits that actually challenge the plan. Now, speaking of the MTA, they are expected to take up the adjusted congestion pricing plan for Manhattan's next week at its board meetings. MTA Chair Jenno Lieber says that if the board signs off on the lowered $9 toll during peak hours, it will mean money for new rail cars and more reliable service from new signal systems in the subway. Let's hear more from MTA Chair Jenno Lieber.
Elevated structures and tunnel structures that, God forbid, don't fall down, that we're investing in systems and turnstiles that will prevent fare evasion and so much more. New Yorkers can count on new train cars, more service and more reliable service because of new signals.
BS. What did Donald Trump say about it?
From what we know is that he is supposed to kill all of this.
Okay.
That he doesn't like that.
I heard him say yesterday he doesn't like it. He said he has respect for the governor, but he just feels like this is just too much for the American people.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, I know you are a resident of New Jersey. New Jersey residents are feeling it too. New Jersey Congressman Josh Gottheimer, he vows to fight the congestion pricing fee that's scheduled to go in effect, which it does go in effect in Manhattan on January 5th. Now, New York Governor Kathy Hochul, she made those announcements, and Gottheimer said he's wasting no time blasting the plan. Let's hear from him. Josh Gottheimer out of New Jersey.
50% of those who rode an MTA bus last year didn't pay to ride. They just jumped on and didn't pay. So you want hardworking families in Jersey to pay for the MTA's mismanagement because they can't get their house in order? The congestion tax has always been a cover-up for the MTA's mismanagement. I'll be damned if I'm going to stand around and let the MTA balance their mismanaged, out-of-control budget on the backs of hardworking Jersey families. New York's attempt to whack Jersey families with yet another tax is utterly absurd.
Yeah, so we got to pay two tolls now because we come from Jersey, so we got to pay two tolls. I don't even know how much the toll is no more because I got Easy Pass.
Well, just put it on the Easy Pass.
The toll is going up too, by the way.
How much is going up too? It's already $70.
It's going up. They said it's going up by the end of the year as well. So starting new year, you'll have a new toll and this just starting January 5th.
And what happened to the toll workers? They don't even have toll workers no more.
Nope.
You making all that money and you paying automated?
Pay nobody.
Yeah, you're not paying nobody.
Like, yeah.
At least I wish y'all still had toll workers to still get some bread.
No, for real. But Gottheimer said the plan would also increase dangerous pollution for communities around the George Washington Bridge, which would see a large increase in idling trucks, is essentially what he's saying. We ain't got the money. Can somebody help me, please? like you said, just throw it on an easy pass, I guess, and pay the bill later. I don't know. That's just, whew. Yeah. I was going to say that Virginia kind of has a similar thing going on with their express lanes down here, and they flex, based on the amount of traffic. So it's just crazy to see how much, you got to tax the people just to do what they are trying to do. Just get to work, get to the groceries, get to the everyday life. So it's a lot. I'm not sure if it makes sense. But tonight is fight night. We talked about it earlier. The much anticipated fight between boxing legend Mike Tyson and YouTube star Jake Paul is going down on Friday tonight. The bout was rescheduled from July after Tyson suffered a medical emergency. I believe that was an ulcer during a flight earlier this year. Netflix will stream the fight, between the 58-year-old Tyson and 27-year-old Paul live from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The stream will start at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And there are some other people on the card as well. Featherweight Bruce Carrington, Dana Coolwell, super lightweight Lucas Body, Armando Casamonica. A bunch of other fights on the card as well. You guys know any? I was going to say, you guys know any of these other fighters on the card? Mario Barrios?
No. I haven't even looked at the undercard, but I will say this. The reason I'm not ordering because it's on Netflix, but the reason I'm watching this fight is because Mike Tyson and Jake Paul are two of the most entertaining people to ever step into a boxing ring. Mm-hmm. Okay? And what Jake Paul is about to realize, he about to be out-trolled by the OG cancer troll of all trolls. Like, he wasn't expecting that smack yesterday.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Jake Paul is used to going into those weigh-ins and controlling the environment.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson took all the energy out the room yesterday with that smack. Okay.
I will say he ate it a little bit though, so that concerned me.
He was shocked. He looked shocked.
You think he looked shocked? I think he looked shocked, and then he tried to clean it up like, that was, he looked at the crowd like that was nothing. It wasn't.
Yeah. He ain't know what was going to happen though. You definitely see him like, okay.
But okay, bold prediction. I'm going with Iron Mike, the legend. So that's your front page news. Morgan Wood, follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Happy Friday.
I ain't got no more predictions for this year. I'm out of predictions, Mike.
You out of predictions?
I said my Cowboys was going to the Super Bowl.
That didn't happen.
And I voted for Vice President Kamala Harris.
That didn't happen.
I don't have no more.
It's a wrap.
No vote.
Nope. I'm not making no predictions. I don't care. I'm just watching it for the entertainment.
All right. Now, when we come back, Rotimi will be joining us. His new album, In My Heart, In My Veins, is out right now. It's 18 songs. The In My Heart part is the R&B side. The In My Veins is the Afrobeat side. And we're going to talk to him next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Everybody, it's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building today. We got Rotimi.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, family?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. It's been a couple years, bro.
Yeah, I know. You've been working.
I'm doing what I can.
You talking about family life? Because last time we seen him, he wasn't married. He had no kids. That part? Or you talking about the music part?
I'm talking about both, but I'm talking about like the husband and dad glow.
That's right.
You know, so that's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, being a father, man, and it's changed my life, man, because having a 3-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl, like, I'm just learning so much about myself as a man, and it just does it. So anybody, fathers, man, like, please spend time with your children, because at this age, I'm seeing how much it is that it affects them that I'm not there. You know, so it's a beautiful thing just to see him grow and them both grow.
Yeah. Now, is it a difference? Like, I know you had your son first.
Yeah.
Did anything change when you had your girl?
So being a Nigerian man now, you have ways of parenting that, you know, but my son, like, I'm blessed because my son is actually a genius. So, like, and everybody said about their kids.
I was about to say that. Everybody kid's genius.
No, like, we really can't put him in school because his brain, the way he takes information, is at an 8-year-old level.
Damn.
So we had to so he's doing preschool just to be around other kids for social.
For the social, yeah.
But in terms of, we had to get a tutor because it's too advanced. So he's doing his alphabets backwards. He's speaking Spanish, learning Swahili at 3. So, like, and so I tell him things and he gets it once. So I'm blessed. But then the funny thing is, my daughter is actually faster because she's watching her brother.
Right.
So now they're both going through the same thing. So it's a blessing because it's like...
So they in the house teaching y'all
Yes, absolutely.
Now, your wife said that after 2 days of meeting you...
Yeah.
She knew you were the one.
Yeah.
Did you know she was the one after 2 days? Oh, boy.
Don't get him in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's in trouble. That breath is in trouble. That breath is in trouble.
Yes.
Not because of her, but because I wasn't ready for what she already was ready for. And usually women are smarter than us. You get what I'm saying? So, like, She saw it. I knew it. I fought it. You know what I mean? I knew that I'd never experienced something like that. I knew that I met someone that was already challenging me as a person and spiritually. Like, she's a prayer warrior. So, like, her whole thing was we speaking in tongues for an hour and a half. We reading the Bible together. Like, so she approached me on a way that, like, it made me say, damn, bro, you really aren't who you think you are as a person. You're still a boy, you know? And so she made me mentally level up. So I still was like, she's lit, but everybody, then I'm like, oh my God, I can't stop thinking. I can't stop vibing. I can't stop. I don't want nothing else. It was a gradual.
How did y'all meet?
We met at Essence Fest. So V's she's an artist, but she retired. But she's an artist, and she was headlining as well on the main stage at Essence. It's a funny, quick story that I was there for power, but I was also performing. I went from a private party, and I actually had a girl there with me.
Oh damn!
Like, yeah, like a nice little weekend vibe. You know, I was still in my the Rotimi days. You know what I'm saying? I was in the Rotimi days. So no, I was still violent, you know, but it was. Shorty was like, yo, I don't feel too well. I'm going to stay in. And I was like, well, I got to go to this Spotify party really quickly. I'll be there 10 minutes. I'll meet you in a bit. She's like, I don't feel like going. But she was with me the entire day. I go to the party. All my power crew was this way. And I was like, man, I just seen all these. I've seen them. I'm good. Let me just do my own thing. And there she is, like literally sitting on the pool table. And it was just like, oh, wow, who is this? And then we spoke for 3-4 hours. So the illest thing that I did that I feel like changed the trajectory of our relationship was the fact that she was like, look, I really want to get to know you. I think you're super lit. Let's see each other tomorrow. And I said, honestly, like, I have somebody here. I don't want to cross ties. I don't want to play you like that. Wow, yeah. I don't want to put you in a situation where you view me as this guy. So let me handle this first, and then we can link, you know, when there's no distraction.
Yeah.
So she remembered that, because I know if she would have met me doing this, she would have been thinking forever that like anybody's like that, you know. And so that's how we met, and you know, we've been together ever since. And she wasn't living in the States at the time. She was in Tanzania. So she flew out, and yeah. The rest is history.
So the young lady that you left in the hotel, I was sick.
I was very sick.
She must feel sick.
Oh my God.
Why you put
why I gotta be sick that day? Why I gotta be sick? Why you gotta go out and leave me?
It could have been a headache from our drinking too much. Why you gonna say you left the sick girl in the room and you went to go beg somebody else?
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy.
So how was that conversation with her? Because now it's like, you know,
yeah,
if you wasn't sick, you could have been the one.
Yeah, I don't even know she could have been the one.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was dope. But again, I wasn't in that mindset of anything. I just met someone that made me say, oh,
gotcha,
this is different, bro. Don't lose this.
But I do respect how you told V, like, I'm here with somebody, and I don't even, you know, I don't want y'all to cross ties. I love that.
And I feel like, again, like, you know, the way you meet people sometimes, people never forget, because then it starts being like, okay, well, you did this to me.
Yeah.
Oh, so then everything has always been integrity.
Yeah.
You know, and so I wanted to start it off that way. And then I had the conversation with Shorty, like, look, like, you know, this is a vibe. We cool. I had a good time. You know, I think we're just gonna. And she was like, yeah, okay, no problem. It was nothing. Right. It wasn't deep. So
how long were you together with your wife before you actually asked the question?
1.5 years.
And how did you know? Because nowadays I feel like people wait a lot longer because they want to make sure with, you know, so many people talking about toxic relationships, so many people getting divorced. What say, this is the one and I want to do it now?
He just said he was speaking tongues for 4 hours. Lord, yeah.
Nah, you know, the illest thing that I've always done in my career personally is I've always trusted my instincts, and I've always trusted my intuition. So I never second guess anything, you know, and that's because I never took an acting class. I never took music lessons. It was always whatever. So this was no different, that I knew that it was, okay, this is the time. Oh, this is going to be it. This is how it goes. And I'm very in tune with God. So everything was just like, okay, this is who it needs to be, and this is who it is. So it was ordained, bro. I can't really tell you, like, it was just like, this woman doesn't deserve to wait. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, what am I doing? I already know, so why waste time?
So what is the Rotimi prayer? They've been asking the prayers for Sierra. But once they hear this man, the way he speak about V, his wife, they're going to be asking for that prayer.
Yeah.
I want to know, how has being a husband and a dad affected your music? Like, did it change, make you want to sing about different things? Or?
He keeps singing. He got like 19 songs.
I know. But how does this impact your music now, the family life?
Well, I'm able to make records that, so for example, I have a song called Bless, right? And it just basically says on the album, I have everything I need. and it's a mixture of Afrobeat with gospel. You know, that's a one version. Then I have a version of when I met her in essence, and I wrote from this perspective of I don't need nobody else, it's you, and put it on some cool drums. So that love has been easy to transcribe because it's just naturally what's going on. And me and Punch, we did this whole project together, so my stories are easy to convey to my brother, you know, and so we're able just to get these going. But as a father, you know, like you said earlier, like before we even started, just being able to look in my kids' eyes and say, yo, like I have no choice but to win, yo. Like I have to do this. I don't have a regular 9 to 5 where I can clock in, do what I need to do, and go home. I have to earn everything creatively and think ahead. So when I look at him and he's happy and he's doing his alphabets backwards, I'm like, I gotta fund this, you know what I mean? And so that mindset has made me a even bigger hustler when it comes down to it. And you know, I was going through so much at the time that music was my therapy. So that's why it took so long to make this project now, because one, I had to get myself right mentally, and then make sure my family was good, and then kill a lot of my bad habits of who I was before I go to the next stage now.
All right, we got more with Rotimi when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Rotimi. Jess?
You got the song Bestie.
Yes,
you sampled from the Lauryn Hills, Killing Me Softly. Did she need to hear that before you?
Yes, she did.
Yeah. How was it working with her? Even just let her hear that.
So Bestie is one of my favorite records on the album, and it's one of those songs that is divine, man. So Lauryn Hill went to my high school.
Okay.
So we all went to me, SZA, Lauryn Hill, a lot of other people.
Dope.
You know what I mean? And so
is that where Angela Yee went to?
Yes, as well. Yeah. So we all from that cloth, and it was amazing because full circle, really quickly. I was a freshman when she came and did her Hall of Fame speech. So I was third row sitting watching her get her speech, and I'm like, man, I'm telling my boy, I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm gonna do that, bro. And they don't really they give it like maybe every 10 years to somebody, you know. And I was like, I'm just gonna be me, bro. And there's like 4,000 people that go to our school, so the odds of it being you is not really likely. So, and I just worked, and I did the little things, man. And in 2018, I was inducted to my high school Hall of Fame.
That's dope.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And I brought my boy,
congrats.
who I told I'm going to do it.
That is
I
what's
told him,
up.
you know, and then, but also that same year, SZA was invited as well to the Hall of Fame. So she, and a lot of people don't understand that when we grew up, like I was a ball player, singing, girls, popular kid, and she was like kind of like an outcast, you know what I mean, to herself, really didn't, and she'll talk about it. But I was always been like, yo, come hang out with us, come kick it with us, when everybody was like
pushing her away,
because we didn't understand the swag then. Like she was swaggy like this then, you know.
Oh wow, before
so
her
yeah, it was
time.
different, you know, and it was like whatever. So it was dope to hear her, you know, acknowledge that in her speech too, that, you know, like Ro took care of me when I was in school. But
do you call her now? But like, yo, SZA, you remember when the whole school was against you? I need that verse. I know you charging about a million right now. But remember your bro that held you down? You call and ask? Did you ask him?
Oh, but it's so dope because during the time that Love Rhythm was going crazy, In My Bed was going crazy, and then she called me and was like, yo, I love what you're doing. Let's get it. It's going. And then literally when like 2 weeks later, her stuff started going berserk, and it was like, okay, hello Solana, you remember that song that you said, it goes, in there's a meeting in my bed, you know that one, you know, so it was cool, but you have to respect it. Yeah.
Speaking of In My Bed, do you ever feel pressure to match the success of Love Rhythm or In My Bed?
As a competitor, yes. You know what I mean? As a dog, yes. But it's this moment, you know? Oh, yeah. And that's... But the thing is, too, I was making those type of records, right, while I was filming Power, right? So the label would be like, yo, dog, you got 2 days to make a hit. Go to LA, do what you need to do. I was never able to comfortably make music like these other artists are able to do.
Yeah.
So thank God for the talent. I was able to go... make a record, go back to set while I'm making the record, studying my lines in the booth. There's a meeting in my... Alright, so Dre's supposed to... Okay, cool, got it. Like, I'm doing that. And thank God it was able to go platinum, but at the same time, I never had the opportunity that other artists had. So now I was like, Ro, let me get yourself right. Take care of your family. This is a season that you're supposed to grow home, because when it goes crazy again, the foundation got to be solid. That's why you're sitting down, you know? So then it was like, okay, but in the meantime, let's make the best music possible. So that's why this project took 2 years, because I wanted to make 18 in my bed moments. You know what I mean? With this double album. And so I feel comfortable. I was able to take my time, visualize it. And the cool thing about it is that I was doing it in my bed and servicing my Afrobeat fans, instead of the R&B side would be like, yo, where's our record? You know? And so now we were like, let's literally make a double album. 9 records Afrobeat, 9 records R&B. It's called In My Heart for the R&B side, In My Veins for the Nigerian blood. So you're getting the 2 versions of Rotimi, full album, and these are my life stories, you know? But then it was like, yo, some people just like the acting side. So I was like, well, let's figure this out. Let's fund and pay for every music video to be shot. So we put money down, I put about $250,000 and make every video, and then the label was like, yo, we got 10 songs for you, bro. We can only do 10. I was like, nah, I don't want to do 10. I want to do 18. Well, okay, well, you got to pay for it. Paid for the other 8, paid the producer, paid everything. So it was like, again, I tell artists or people, man, like, you have to invest in yourself. Like, you got to believe in yourself, because I know what this is going to do. I mean, you may not see it right now, but I know what this is going to do. So let me take this upon myself to make it happen with no questions. They were like, we could do 2 videos. I was like, all right, cool. That's standard. This is great stuff. Thank you. You know what I mean? But now we're doing 18. You know, we're going to service it out for everybody to be able to have a moment with their song, because it's Rotimi acting as well. So you get in the R&B side, you get in the Afrobeat side, and you get in the actor, you know, and I directed everything. You know what I mean? And so shout out to Beyonce, because I know Beyonce has done something where it's the double album, and, you know, but what we're doing differently is we're treating every song like a single. So the album drops, every song is out, but every 3 weeks you're gonna get a new video. So you're gonna be getting new content from the same project for about 7-8 months.
This is the real definition of a body of work.
A body of work.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, like, I'm not gonna come out and do everything that a regular artist go. 2 weeks, they do promo, and then you don't hear nothing else. It's done. Nah, I worked too hard for this, yo. I put my life on this. I put $500,000 into this thing on my own.
Yeah.
It has to work. So we're gonna milk this, make it go, make the music undeniable. You're not a messy artist. You're not somebody that's gonna talk about somebody. Bro, like, I know I can get up here and have 3 strippers and put $1,000 on each of their ass and be like, it's up, what's up? I'm single, and it's gonna go viral. And then listen to the breakup song about my woman, then everybody listen to that. I know
I take that clip and say that you wanted to bring 3 strippers up here and put $1,000. We're gonna cut that up, so go ahead, go. Well, let's get into a record off that album. What do you want to get into today?
Let's get into something off the Afrobeat side.
Afrobeat side?
Yeah.
Ooh, which one we should start with? Let's start with let's go with I Wonder.
I Wonder.
Yes, sir. Let's go with I Wonder.
Not Dirty December?
Ooh, that's a good one. We can follow up. It is close to Dirty December.
It's almost Dirty December.
It is. Yeah, you choose, brother. But I Wonder, Dirty December. Your choice, brother.
All right. Well, let's get into the joint right now.
Yes, sir.
I Wonder. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Rotimi. That was I Wonder off his album out right now. Jess?
I was looking at an interview where you said it was 50's idea to say that you owe him money to keep the momentum of your records going.
Yeah. So that, yes. So Love Rhythm was number 1 at the time, and he was like, yo, bro, honestly, I got this idea, man. Like, okay, I got out my deal with 50.
Was it a 1 album deal, or?
It was a 2 album deal, but I had 1 more, and I said, bro, I want to do this on my own. You know, I believe in this. And
why did you want to get out? Did you feel like?
No, I think at the time there was a lot. He had just fired everybody, you know, and so like there was a lot going on at the time, and the show was so on fire that it was like there's no way that there could be focus on what this is at this particular time, especially because my character's going OD lit,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me just take myself out of this, because the timing wasn't right to be a focus. So I was like, let me just bet on myself. You know what I mean? And thank God for his love for me and his wisdom. He was like, look, I'll let you out, but you know, mechanically, you owe me $300,000 for the investment that I've put in it. So I had to pay him back mechanically. So from the sales of my product is how he'll get paid back. Which is standard, you know what I mean? I didn't have to give him a $300,000 like this.
Yeah.
But over time, whatever records I do work with whoever I work with next, he gets that money. So the record, we put the song out. Love Rhythm is #1 R&B album, going crazy. And he calls me. He's like, "Look, bro, I got this idea. I'm gonna say I don't like you. I'm gonna say I want to punch you in your nose. I'm gonna tell you I don't rock with you. What's in there? But the thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mention 25 times that how can this not pay me when his album is #1." So when he did that, the psychology of people is like, what am I missing? Wait, Ro got a #1 album? Where? What's going on? And that's how it blew. You get what I'm saying? So that's genius marketing.
It definitely is.
Now you owe $5,300,000 and his marketing. Genius, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it worked because he got his money back in like 4 months. You know what I mean? So it works, but at the same time, yes, I know I can do those things, you know, and for me, I was like, the only way I can combat gimmicks and being messy and things is just make undeniable product that lives forever. You know, that's why In My Heart, In My Veins feels like that, man. And that's how I grew up. Like being from Jersey, there was no cutting corners. There was no, you had to work for what you got. You know, being Nigerian either as well, I didn't cut corners. You know, I did the little things. You know what I mean? So that's what it was for me. I understood very early, like the little things is what keep you around.
That's
the
right.
Longevity. Where when was the last time you go to your job and you shake everybody's hand? You know, look everybody in the eye, remember everybody's name. That changes the room. That changes the energy. When is the last time you asked, how are you? And genuinely listen. You know what I mean? Like, so whenever I carry those things, and those principles got me to where I am, along with everything else. But those things people remember, you know. And so I was like, no, I'm not gonna cut no corners. You know, let's do it. This is who I am. I am in a relationship. I do got kids. I am fly. I do make great music. I am an actor. Let's write about it and let's talk about it and be pure about it.
Now people were mad at you because you said that you brought Afro beats to America. You still stand by that?
Absolutely. But the way it was worded was crazy, right? So I was the first American Nigerian to bring Afro beats to a place where Americans were able to digest it on radio. So for example, I was going to program directors and playing Love Rhythm, and they were like, yo, I don't even know what's the beat on rhythm on this? What is this? I was in those moments. So when I started doing it, it became I like this. Also, doesn't mean that there weren't people before that were doing it, had moments. But because I am from here, and because it's relatable, because Mr. Butterscotch was doing what it needs, they're so like, and what I'm saying is digestible and understood, like, it felt inclusive. So it was a pacifier to start the movement here, not necessarily them bringing it. Wiz and they were always lit, but in terms of the timing, Wiz then had the record with Drake, then Davido came out, so it was all the same time. But for me, it was, I remember going to program directors, they didn't even know what it was. And so now this record's going crazy. It becomes, oh, I like this. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, okay. And then I came back with In My Bed. So it was like, oh, I was the only one besides really Chris Brown that's out here that's really doing it where it feels like, oh, it's a bridge. So I was, definitely would say I was the bridge in that. However, the Burners and Davido and Wiz and all them, yes, of course, it affected the world. But I remember going to those moments where they didn't hear the One Dance yet. They didn't hear the...
I gotta ask, people were upset with Chris Brown, right? Well, not upset with Chris Brown, the Academy, because they were saying that Chris Brown is an American artist and he shouldn't be in the Afro beats category.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that?
I believe that he definitely should.
Yeah, music is music.
Music is music, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. We get so crazy with this trying to box people into things. Like, is it an Afrobeat record? Yes. Is it one of the best Afrobeat records? Yes. So yes, he should be in the Afrobeat category.
And it goes the other way too, because last year Tyler won a Grammy over Sexy Red, right? So it's like, if Afrobeats can win over, you win in the category where it's just, you know, what was that? I think it was like rap or new artist or something like that. Why can't Chris Brown win or even be nominated in the Afrobeats?
Nah, music has no bounds, man. That's what makes it so beautiful. Like, music has no... That's saying, yo, you can't do this and you can't do that. Oh, you can't act and you can't sing. Oh, you can't be a host of a legendary show and then also be a DJ. You can't do this and be like, it's stupid. You just, no, I'm just dope. You know what I mean? And so that's why for us it was like, let's spoon feed the people. This is an R&B album. This is an Afrobeat album. If we win records on this, then we win records. I mean, Wars on this, then it's still the same project, but you put it where you want to put it, you know. And so that's how it was. But nah, definitely, Chris Brown is one of the greatest I've ever do it, bro. Like, only few people can do it and be believed. And
I believe it,
you know. And I feel like he's the only other one for real.
Yeah. What is your favorite song on the album?
Yo, honestly, fam, like, we've constructed this album to be where I can sit with you and figure out what kind of music you love, and I'll be able to tell you, like, these will work for you. I'll look at you and be like, yo, bro, what good vibe? Okay, these are your favorites. They're like my kids. I can't pick, you know, as my favorite, but there's no single, you know. Everything is a single. So if you're like, bro, I love classic R&B, I got that for you. Like, yo, I love poppy feel, I got that for you. Oh, I love hip hop drums, I got that for you. So like, it's whatever it is, it's whoever I'm speaking to, we've tailor made it that way.
So your album is a candy store.
It's everything.
Whatever type of candy, chocolate.
Yes.
All that. Okay.
Yes. I got the album of the year.
I love that.
I got the album of the year.
He said it.
I got the album of the year. Genuinely.
The album is out right now. Of course, it's a double album.
Yes, sir.
In my heart, in my veins, R&B side, Afro B side, and we appreciate you for joining us, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. God bless y'all.
All right. It's Rotimi. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to Jess With The Mess.
News is real, whether it's Jess Hilarious, Jessica Robin Moore, just don't do no lies. Don't do no lies.
She don't spare nobody.
Worldwide Jess, worldwide Mack.
On the Breakfast Club.
She's a culture shifter.
She was able to get y'all to see something and understand something that nobody could get you to see.
It's time to set it off.
Okay, mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, let's get it. All right, Ray J apologizes to Pastor Jamal Bryant. So earlier this week, I reported on the little beef that Ray J had with Pastor Bryant over an unreleased interview. To jog your memory, Pastor Jamal Bryant interviewed Ray J, and they agreed to make edits to the interview to protect Ray J. But after the agreement, Ray J got on social media and told the pastor that if he released the interview at all, he was going to snatch his ass out the pulpit, which was wrong. When Pastor Jamal Bryant responded, he showed nothing but love and respect for Ray J. Well, yesterday, Ray J had a change of heart and decided to apologize to the pastor.
Speaking that kind of language to a pastor is unbelievable. It's uncalled for. It's disrespectful. Saying I'm going to snatch somebody off the pulpit and they a pastor is blasphemy. I was very angry because I'm scared that some of the stuff I said that I wasn't supposed to say could affect me legally and stuff like that. So I just lost it, and I shouldn't have said words like that. Pray for me. If you would have me at your church next time you are fellowshipping, I would love to come through and pray with you in person. Whenever I can come through on a positive tip to just say I'm sorry personally to you and the church and the fellowship, please have me.
I'm glad he did that because, Ray, you know I love you, but you've been doing too much lately. Does Ray still have his network? This isn't like Ray J because he's making all this noise, stirring up water to catch fish, but I don't hear him talking about the network or promoting those shows.
I'm not sure.
I know, but yeah, he definitely still has. Yeah, he still got his he still got his network.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard him promote it either, but it's still up. Yep. And that was that. The pastor hasn't responded yet, but I mean, I'm glad he did it too. But at the same time, it's like, yo, how many times have we seen this? Like this repetitive behavior. You wild out, and then you come back, you apologize, or you want to go on a show to clear things up, and then only to make them worse and things like that. You too old to be doing that. You too old. We can't keep blaming things on like his divorce and you know he's just spoiled and he's just Ray J and at some point it's clowned out and it's like, yo, grow up. That's it. Because he got kids looking at him, so that's just his kids are looking at him.
And Diddy's
moving
kids.
on, Gillian Wallow pull up on Kodak Black. Who? Hey yo. Yeah, everybody kids looking at him. Hey yo, shut up. Gillian Wallow pulled up on Kodak Black. They need to pull up on Ray J ass too, but Kodak sat down for an episode of $1 Million Worth of Game, and the interview comes out today at 10, but they shared a clip of their conversation with him.
You special. Don't ever doubt yourself. You got them babies counting on you. You got to be here. And I'm telling you that because a lot of people get around you and they see your success and they say, oh man, a lot of people need you, and they yes man you. I ain't here to yes man you. You know me, every time we connect, you know I got love for you. Not because I need you, I got love for you because you're a young cat and I was young, Gil was young. Live. And I'm telling you that because you see that love that lady get. You see how you light up when I talk about your babies. Live. These people want to laugh. They want to joke. They want to criticize. They don't know your pain. I don't know your pain. But I know one thing. Them babies counting on you. Queen, Prince, King, Isabella. They counting on you. Don't play them babies. Yeah. I love you, man. You hear me? I love you, man.
That's a boomerang, a bit.
That's what it is.
I'm watching that today, man. Salute to Gilly and Wallow.
Dope. Hell yeah, man. And that video y'all can go see. That's on Gilly page. He's actually listening, and he's sitting in the street, and then Wallow and Gilly, they go talk to him or whatever, and he definitely seems to be listening, you know. But this comes from, you know, the several interviews in the past where we've seen the effects of drug abuse are on full display for Kodak. And most of the time you'll see people in the comments saying the people around him, they need to help him rather than exploit him. And I just think it's dope that Gilly and Wallow took the chance to be vulnerable with him and talk to him, especially Wallow. But this is not new with Wallow. Wallow always dropping games.
That's right.
And loving on the young brothers like they need it, you know. So
especially the ones that
shout
deserve
out to
it.
them.
Because Kodak, unless you've spoken to him or had a conversation with him or been around him, you don't realize how much of a great spirit that he has. And he's got a light that's hard to see because of all of the darkness and the trauma that he's been through. But that young brother got a light, man. He gonna get it right. I got faith. I got faith that one day Kodak gonna get it right and he gonna do great things.
Absolutely. A former NFL player arrested. So I don't know. Do y'all know Antoine Williams? He was a former Detroit Lions draft pick. He was arrested. He was arrested this week on felony charges, including assault for his involvement in the January 6th Capitol riots. We got the report.
Meanwhile, a former linebacker with the Detroit Lions and the D.C. Defenders has been arrested for allegedly assaulting police at the Capitol building during the January 6th riot. He is 31-year-old Leander Williams. Police arrested him in Savannah, Georgia on charges that do include felony assault. According to charging documents, Williams can be seen in open source video and police body-worn camera pulling bike rack barricades away from police and striking an officer on the head with his arm. Investigators say other videos show Williams grabbing and then struggling with at least 2 police officers.
They just caught him now after all that time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. And
he fast.
Those who are wondering, yes, he is black.
Dude is speed.
What you mean? He fast. He play football.
He fast. Additional evidence included credit card records showing a purchase at a parking lot near a train station close to the Capitol. He is the first person to be arrested for the riot since Trump re-election. Yep, they got his black ass out of there. That's crazy.
He about to get pardoned.
He about to get pardoned.
He about to get pardoned after January 20th or whenever it is.
That's crazy because he probably thought he got away. It's been what, 4 years? Damn near 4. He
didn't get away. He gonna do a couple months and he getting pardoned with the rest of the January Sixers. Okay,
the rest of the January Sixers.
Yes, they all getting pardoned. You gonna see.
Okay, well, I ain't got no problem with it. I don't care. I wasn't there. It don't matter to me. That's Jess with the Mess for the Friday.
All right, thank you, Jess. Now, Charlamagne.
Oh, my God.
Who you giving your donkey to?
Man, 4 after the hour, more proof that after the year 2000, they just started making any old kind of human, okay? We need a young man named Jalen White to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please.
All right, we'll get to that next, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. You're locked into The Breakfast Club.
Donkey up the day. Made it.
Damn, he hard again.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I ain't trying to be Donkey of the Day no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called Donkey of the Day, and it really caught me off guard.
Damn, Charlamagne, who got the Donkey of the Day today?
Well, Jess Hilarious, Donkey of the Day for Friday, November 15th goes to 20-year-old 20-year-old Jalen White. Now he's 20, so that means he was born in 2004, and he is confirming my theory that after the year 2000, the universe just started making anybody. And I told y'all it's because God sold the company that makes humans. He sold it to some other higher power, and they kept the name. Okay, same model, but the ingredients just not the same because these little youngins is different. See, Jalen has an 8-month-old son, and the mother of the child had to run out real quick, so she left the baby with his daddy. Well, Jalen decided to do what most men do when they watch their kids, and that's play NBA 2K. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this is where the story gets dark. And since I don't like to be the bearer of bad news, let's go to CBS News Chicago for the report, please.
A father in Milwaukee is charged after he admitted to throwing his 9-month-old son because he was frustrated while playing a video game. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Jalen White was playing NBA 2K. He was, quote, down 2 points in the fourth quarter of the game. Prosecutors say that's when he threw his 8-month-old son against a wall. The criminal complaint states White told detectives he heard his son's head hit the wall loudly. Hospital staff discovered several injuries on the child, not all of them from the wall incident.
This appears not to be the first abusive conduct with this child based on the fact that there are multiple stages of healing of broken ribs.
The baby has a traumatic brain injury and is not expected to survive. If the child does die, prosecutors will upgrade the charges against White to homicide.
Somebody tell Donald Trump to add Jalen to the mass deportation list. Okay, don't be fooled because his last name is White. He's not. This man was losing by 2 points in NBA 2K and got so upset that he threw his baby against the wall in anger. What happened to throwing your controller against the wall? What happened to simply resetting the game? What happened to instinctively loving your kids more than anything else on this planet? This man Jalen told police, and I quote, he hit his head hard on the wall, bruh. I heard the wall. It was hard on his head. I heard the impact of the wall after I tossed him. This man's 8-month-old child is not expected to live because his daddy was losing by 2 points in the fourth quarter in NBA 2K. The craziest part about this story is Jalen said he didn't say he saw the baby hit the wall. He said he heard the baby hit the wall. That means he just tossed the child without looking. Okay, he tossed the baby away. He just tossed the baby the way Tyrese tossed those tissues the last time he was here in Breakfast Club Studios crying.
I'm not doing this.
Me neither. Okay? Out of all the things you could have grabbed and threw at the wall out of anger, you tossed your child, and you trying to tell me this the same original recipe for humans God been using? No. Humans are under new management, and God and Ben. Okay, God don't have his hands on none of those new model humans. You only hear humans of a certain age say God not done with me yet because we are some of the last models that God created that he still got his hands on. Okay, therefore we can still go to GOD Repair Service Center, lifetime warranty. But the reality is God is done with some of y'all. And in the case of Jalen White, God said, get somebody else to do it. I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't have nothing to do with those humans born after 2000, okay? That after 2000 human business, that's not me. I'm over here. I got my hands on the chimpanzees, the dolphins, the ravens. Have you noticed what I'm doing with the orcas and the bees? They are the new intelligent life. And Ben, which is why the more you get to know humans born after the year 2000, you realize why Noah only let animals on the ark. Now, Jalen is being held on child abuse and child neglect charges, and you heard the news report. If the poor 8-month-old child died, that was stupid. I said 8-month-old. If the poor 8-month-old child dies from his injuries, Jalen's charges are expected to be updated to include murder. And he is currently being held on a $100,000 bond. All those in favor of keeping him there forever say aye. Aye. Okay.
Yeah, aye.
All right.
I mean, not nigga. Nigga.
Yes. All those opposed say no? Okay. Please let Remy Ma give Jalen White the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
That's sad, man.
Yeah, that is sad. It's crazy.
Won't be no 2K where he going.
Yeah,
it's prison,
and then
baby.
they said that it was this ain't the first time. Like the baby has other injuries that he's healing from.
That's what I'm
broken
saying.
Ribs and all that. Like that's crazy. So why wasn't the baby taken out of the care before? That's wild.
He deserve everything he about to get. If
That's
he get
right.
forever in prison, he get forever in prison. Okay, and it ain't like I said, it ain't no 2K where he going. It's all 2K now. Okay, no controllers, just joysticks.
Just joysticks.
Just joysticks.
My goodness.
That's
All
it.
right. Well, thank you for that donkey today. All right. Well, it's Friday. So you know what that means.
What does it mean?
The
we
weekend
playing?
is here. Or what?
Well, you said what is here? You said what?
What happened? I said the weekend is here.
No.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. It's Friday. So you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday. I didn't know we was doing this. What we doing?
All right. So let me break it down. So Lamar Odom recently got a sex doll, right? And he got a sex doll based on his ex. So the sex doll looks like Khloe Kardashian. You know that already, right?
I didn't know that.
Well, now you
First
know
I'm hearing
that.
this.
He got a sex doll that looks just like Khloe Kardashian. He keeps her in the closet, takes it out when he needs, and puts it right back. Right, boom.
That's not weird at all. That's not
weird.
strange.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe this is strange.
I'm being sarcastic.
I was talking to Mack. Where's Mack? I don't know if Mack wanted me to tell, but Mack was talking to one of his homies, and he told me that his homie had a pocket vagina. So the question is 800-585-1051. Is it weird if your man has a pocket vagina or a sex doll chilling in the house? So let me
What's wrong
ask.
with a pocket vagina or a sex doll? That's what they sell them for. They sell them for men to buy, to use.
That's just like if we have toys. That's why we got roses.
Exactly.
All right, I understand that. Now, Jess, let's say you walk in the crib and your man has a sex doll sitting there. Are you going to be upset?
No, I'm not gonna be upset. It depends on who it is. Like who's it of? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how Lamar's is of Khloe.
Right.
It depends.
It depends on
what. It depends on who it is. Like,
say it's a white girl.
What if it's just generic? Just a generic,
just a generic latex.
This is the one they sell in the store.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Cause look, like I got, you know how many toys I got laying around my house? Like, if he don't get mad at me having toys, I damn sure can't get mad at him.
You got one on the shelf behind you right
He a
now.
truck driver.
You
so
do
he
have
got a doll in.
You do have one on the shelf.
Yeah, and look at you looking just to make sure.
Whatever. He a truck driver though, and I'm not with him all the time, so he might have a few pocket little vajayjays in the truck.
Okay.
In the doll.
So what's wrong? I don't understand what's wrong with that.
Because I asked the ladies up here, and they said if their man had a pocket vagina or a sex doll that looked like an actual person, they would leave him. So let's open up the phone lines.
First of all, they ain't even gonna talk to. They just got men. They just literally just got men.
Yo,
I'm just saying, no. like, you know what I'm saying? No, they just got men yesterday. Now all of a sudden they're authority on what men should have.
Ladies, if you walked into your man's crib and he had a sex doll, right? A full sex doll, legs, arms, breasts, vagina, all that, how would you feel? Let's discuss. 800-585-1051. Or you wouldn't mind. If your homie told you got a pocket vagina, that wouldn't be weird?
First of all, I don't know why he would be telling me that, number one. But number two, no. That's what they sell them in the store for. Why men can't have toys? Or you got toys?
Or you walk into OVO Eli's apartment, right? And you walk in there and you see a sex doll.
I wouldn't care.
It's Drake.
That's the jokes will commence. All right, but I still wouldn't care.
All right, 800-585-1051.
Where's the O at though? What if he wrote OV and then the O is the butthole? Like he wrote it down his lower back.
Oh my God!
You play too much. You see? It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's Freaky Friday, goddamn. The Breakfast Club.
Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday.
It's freaky. Call in now. 800-585-1051.
Hey, look, where are my freaks at?
We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's Friday, so you know what that means.
It's Freaky Friday.
So the Freaky Friday question starts actually from Lamar Odom. We reported, I think a couple of days ago, that he has a sex doll that looks like his ex, Khloe Kardashian. And, you know, we were talking about it in the back, and, you know, Mack told me one of his friends has a pocket vagina. So the girls were like, well, if I would leave my man if I walked into his apartment and found a sex doll or a pocket vagina. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Now, Jess,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't believe.
We have Jess first?
But I can't believe it's the best question y'all came up with, because there's nothing wrong with people having toys. I would say the question should be, if you was with your man and he had a doll of his ex, would you think that was strange? Ain't nothing wrong with men having sex toys.
Because Khloe is definitely Lamar's ex.
Exactly. If he had a new woman and you walked in and he had a sex doll that looked like his ex, would you think that was strange? It should be the question.
Well, that would be strange.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women on the line that feel like having a sex doll is crossing that line.
Okay.
You don't feel that way,
Chris had
Jess?
a doll of his ex. Oh, it's definitely ready to turn into a wrestling match. Because what?
You gonna fight the sex doll?
I'm gonna fight him.
Oh, my bad. All right.
I'm popping the doll. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a knife. Yeah.
Damn, you gotta get a knife? Just let the air out, Jess.
What?
Hello, who's this?
It's Jay calling from Jersey.
Hey, Jay, good morning. You walk into the crib and you see a sex doll at your boyfriend's house.
Absolutely not. I can see if he had the pocket joint, maybe I can understand the pocket joint. But a doll, it's crazy. It's like, what's going on in your mind that you need a whole doll? I'm not rocking.
What you mean what's going on in my mind? I want to
It's not that hard for you to get one off. Like, you can use your hand, you can use the pocket joint, but you need a doll is giving psychotic.
And then you got to put the doll in the closet when you leave. When you come out, when you come over.
Yeah, and then men already be nasty, low key. They don't be disinfecting that doll, right? The doll just sprayed up like a Twinkie, and you just putting it right back in the closet.
It sounds like she's been through this before.
It sounds like she definitely been through that.
Stinky doll.
Thank you, Jay. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is from Camel Soup City.
All right, from Camel Soup City.
What the hell is Camel Soup City?
B. That's on the other side of Youngstown.
All right, take us off Bluetooth or speaker, please.
Okay.
You got a trunk full of sex dolls right now.
You can tell.
Now, bro, now, you got a sex doll?
He said, no, dude, no, I don't got no sex doll. I'll probably be, yeah.
What?
I said, I did it.
All right, bro.
Yeah, it sounds like he about to say, oh, yeah, ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Hello, who's this?
It's Gina Ball.
Hey, Gina, now, would you mind if you walked in your man's apartment or crib and he had a sex doll?
No, I wouldn't give two rat ass. That's all he better have if I walk up in there. It better not have a pop. That's all he better have. I'm going to roll my blunt. I'm going to get my drink. I want to see this. Let me see how you going to give it to me. Let me see how you finna hit this, because that's all he better be hitting. Now, if he asks first, I'm going to deflate her. Then I'm going to have to buy him another one, and we're going to do this the right way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I like that.
That's a real
How old are
woman
you?
right
How
there.
old are you?
I'm 39.
Real woman.
That's right. Dang, she ain't that old, but
Yeah,
she definitely
I've been with my
a real
husband
woman.
for over 10 years, and we've been married since 2019.
There you go.
You don't play them games. You ain't asked first.
Okay.
You ain't asked first. I wouldn't even care. As long as she ain't got no pulse, he can have the half butt, the crotch part, whatever it is. He can, all that plastic stuff, he can have it.
Okay.
She
All
said,
right.
as
Thank you,
long as
mama.
he ain't got
Yeah,
no
I'm going to get
pulse.
him all the lube for it, too. That's what he likes. That's what you like. I better be the only beat that he likes. The only pulse he likes.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
By the way,
right.
this is a real woman, because the reality is, how insecure are you that you would be intimidated by a big ass plastic doll?
Right. That
You
you
know what
have
I'm
to
saying?
leave him, that you would break up with him. What have you been through? Damn.
Hello, who's this?
This is Colombo.
Colombo, good morning.
Good morning. And I got to give it up to you guys who screens and calls. He got me. He said, if you're a man, I said, whoa, bro, I'm a dude.
You got a man.
I've got a man. But he brought it to my attention. I didn't really listen to the question, but there's two sides to every coin, right? Like us guys, we're not throwing away the chick just because she got some dildos or roses or whatever. At the same time, if my sister called me and said, I walked into my guy's closet and he had a sex doll, I might be like, yeah, but y'all got them all the time. Women got them all the time. But there's too much. Hey, dude, don't get a sex doll. Just strap up and go shoot respectably. get a real JJ.
I mean, but what if you don't want to cheat, or what if you practicing celibacy?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different reasons that people have sex dolls and have toys. I don't see the problem with the sex doll. They sell it in the store for a reason.
What? A woman shouldn't judge her man because he decided to not cheat and use like a sex doll, but it's double standards. Dildos, all that stuff. We don't throw the whole woman away, but they will throw us away because it's kind of weird, but it's like, I guess, better than cheating.
It's definitely better than cheating.
It is.
Yeah. Would you rather your man have a pocket nanny? I'm trying to be correct on radio.
We got you.
Or just go cheat.
Or what?
Or cheat. Jess is already
Rather-
cool with the sex doll. So Jess,
Oh yeah, I'm cool with all of that. Oh, you said or cheat? Yeah. I'm cool with all of that. I'm cool with the pocket. I agree with the young lady. Like she said, as long as it ain't got no pulse, I'm good. As long as it ain't another person, I'm good. You can do what you want with your hand, with a toy, a blow up doll, whatever.
800-585-1051. It's Freaky Friday, and we're asking about a sex doll. If you walked into your man's crib and he had a sex doll, would you be cool with it? That's the question. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Big old freak. Love to talk my shit.
Made it.
It's Freaky Friday, goddamn.
Hey, look, where are my freaks at?
Call in now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's Friday, so you know what that means. It's
Freaky Friday.
Now, the Freaky Friday question comes from Lamar Odom. Recently, it came out that he has a sex doll, the big latex joint. It's like $25,000, and it looks like Khloe Kardashian. So we're asking
$25,000. How you know the price, boy?
$25,000.
Huh?
How you know the price?
I looked it up.
Ain't no harm. You can harm. You can hit.
That's right.
How is it $25,000?
I looked it up. So if your man, ladies, came home and you went to his house and he had a sex doll, what would you think? That is the question. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Ray B from Camo Soup City.
Oh, okay. You got hung up on before.
Yeah.
All right, now tell us what you were saying, Ray B.
Man, what I'm saying is this. If yo boo ain't handling her business, that means we got to go to the other alternative other than cheating. So if we got to go there, that means that you could be mad, but that just means you just got to handle your business.
So you got a sex doll or two. That's what that sounds like. We got Christian on the line. Christian, good morning.
Good morning.
Now, if you walked in your man's house and he had a sex doll, you'd be cool with it?
I'd be cool with it. I mean, like I said, it's not for me. It's for him. I mean, it might look a little weird to me, but that's all right. That's okay. Sometimes I might not be in the mood. I might not be home. Might be too early. So as long as I'm still getting mine, you go ahead and you can. At least he ain't cheating, you know?
I'm with you.
That's right.
It'd be nice if she could cook and clean and maybe, like, take care of the kids sometimes. But it's all right. It's all right. I'm cool with it.
So, Kristen, your man wakes up, right? And he wants something. You be like, I'm tired. He pulls the sex doll out the closet and lays it right in the bed next to you and starts going in on the sex doll. You cool with it?
Come on.
I'm watching. I don't know.
All right. Thank you.
Hey, yo.
Hello, who's this?
This is Danny.
Hey, Danny. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. So we're asking if you walk in your man's crib, apartment, or whatever it may be, and he has a sex doll. What you thinking?
Oh, I'm not going to be upset at all because I probably helped them pick it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like, at the end of the day, like, we as women have, like, all of the toys. And guys just got to get in on the fun. Like, why be upset about, like, I'm going to help my dude. We're going to go to the store. We're going to find it. And if he don't find the one that he likes, then we can get them all. Like, whatever's clever. But, like, it would only get weird, like, if I walked in and he wanted me to do something to it. That would be weird. But if this is all a single game, hey, my man, hey, that one out and keep it pushing.
That one out.
Oh, men gotta have sex too. The dolls ain't even gonna be the thing. It's gonna be them virtual reality headsets.
Yeah,
them gonna be the ones.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. So hear me out though, right? Because have you seen what some female toys do? Like they get real nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't judge women for it. Why should we judge men?
I 100% agree.
All right, thank you, Mama.
Girl, especially how some of these toys, especially the toy that I just got, like right before I got pregnant. That is crazy.
What toy you got?
What you want one?
It do like 3 things at once, yo. It does something to your anal, does something to your clitoris, and the inside of the vajayjay. Shorty, it's wild. I don't even know what it's called.
Charlamagne excited. He's Googling it right now. Looking it up right now.
At one time.
As soon as you heard the anal, boy, look at him.
I have a wife, sir.
Yep, I got it from a porn site. They always got the ads pop up at the top for the different toys on the porn sites. I always get caught. They always get my money. I'm telling you. You think I care about a blow up door? Please.
All right.
And I just wasn't giving Chris nothing. Like we just had a baby, so no.
Go hand.
Look, babe. Go ahead, do you go out in that truck? And I see the truck.
The truck,
I see that truck moving. I go ahead do your thing.
The truck, all them shaking. Why you send them to the truck?
Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it.
Damn.
You gonna hear it.
I ain't one of them. I'm a watch now. I don't mind you having it, but I ain't about to sit in the room like, okay, get it. No, I'm not doing that.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got Pastor Arce. Nyla's going to be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Pastor Arce. Go.
Cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ. Cause that's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin.
What's up, Nyla?
Big Nyla.
Hey, girl.
What's up, guys? How y'all feeling?
Good. Blessed, black, and highly favored.
Love that.
What we got today? Some new Tampa Tony?
Man.
I mean, not to laugh because I know he is fire. But
Every time.
What?
No, we don't got no new Tampa Tony.
Okay.
Just off record. As I always say, Charlamagne always take private conversations and make them public. So
I want to hear Tampa
I was
Tony.
putting him on the Tampa Tony off air. Like, why does he does it every time? I could be like,
I don't know why you keep doing
I
that.
want to rep your set. I want to hear Tampa Tony and Pastor O.
That's not really my set. That's my
said rep your
parents'
set.
set.
You from Tampa?
My parents are from Tampa.
Oh, okay.
oh, it's okay.
Man,
Where you
know,
from? Queens?
You know, I'm from Maryland.
She's from Maryland,
Queens,
y'all.
Queens by way of Maryland.
Okay,
Not gonna let her just
rep the
claim
Queens now, okay?
Yeah, I'm
Tampa Tony, though.
Oh my God, I'm conflicted, but
It's all good. Queens get the money.
all right. So today I'm gonna start with this artist named Suave, who's from Atlanta.
Suavemente.
No.
Is he Spanish?
No, he's from Atlanta.
Oh.
He's
No
black.
Spanish people in Atlanta?
I mean, not that I know of.
Oh,
You know,
my
there's
God. I don't
JoJo
know any-
Alonzo.
Country
Shout out to my
Spaniard.
sister JoJo. But okay. Suave, for real, he's really, really fire. He's doing a tape with James Blake, and the first record that they dropped off of it is called Shift in Behavior.
I never heard a record about a man that's just destined to go broke. What? He said as soon as the money touches his hand, he gonna spend it. That's what he
Well,
said.
yeah, okay, that's the hook. But in the verses, he gives more context into getting his first deal and then how he made plans for his next deal when he wants to do it. But
Okay.
Nice.
But it's fire.
I like the beat.
Beat's tough. Shout out to James Blake. But what's cool is that his last project was a singing R&B project, which I really love. So I'm excited to hear this rap project.
Nice.
Speaking of rap, I'm going to get into one of my favorite rappers out of New York. His name is Coda the Friend, and he just did a record with Static Selecta.
Kodak the friend?
Coda the Friend.
Kodak the friend, okay.
Yeah, and it's called Blah.
I like that. That gives me
hard.
fabulous.
I like that. That's hard.
It gives me fab vibes. I like that.
As soon as you hear Static Selecta, you know you about to hear some boom bap.
Yep.
Okay, salute to Static Selecta.
Yeah, salute to Static, salute to Coda, because, you know, he's been independent his entire rap career and killing it. So
Kodak the friend. He has to be a nice guy. If you call yourself the friend,
he is definitely a
like,
nice
you can't
guy.
have nobody say you fake. Everybody got to be like, yo, he's solid.
That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody.
He's the friend.
He picked
They
the
call
name.
you Charlamagne the guy.
And I try to live up to that every day.
Oh, shut up, man.
that-
You know he got his name from the
Please.
Disney movie Brother Bear.
Man, your name is Envy. Shut up. Dumbest name you could ever pick. Is Charlamagne the guy with the dumbest Envy? One of your 7 deadly sins?
Because why you pick that?
Exactly.
I was originally DJ Shrimp.
That's even worse.
I like it.
Okay, see?
Shrimp is crazy.
Who gave you that?
I was like 5'4". I was short, and then I
short.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Yes.
You went from worse to worse, man.
God damn.
Jesus.
My name is amazing. I love it. Thank you very
All
much.
right,
I would
all
rather
right.
be DJ Envy than DJ Shrimp.
Hey, last
You guys
record.
envy me. Thank you
Last
very much.
record is a feel good record. It's by Jameson. It's actually his dance for the music video to go on viral. It's called Soft Spot. Now it's actually a year old, but since he dropped the video for it, it's trending. Like
Yeah, that's like a vibe.
It's
Hell
it's-
yeah.
You never lose with them type of records.
And it's a fast beat, but it's still like sensual at
Mellow,
the same
yeah.
time. Yeah, it's definitely mellow.
Love it.
So you gonna play that, but won't play Tampa Tony.
We got Tampa Tony in there.
what I'm
We'll play
saying?
Tampa Tony.
Tampa
Play
Tony.
Let's
Tampa
get
Tony.
into Tampa Tony.
Oh my
Let's can we play Take It Back Home? It is Freaky
You play
Friday.
that, but won't play Tampa Tony.
Man.
Rep your hood for
I
once.
just told you that I am not from Tampa. My
Queens.
family from Tampa. Charlamagne tried to say Tampa didn't have a sound. So then this is why I was like, no, they got Tampa Tony.
That is a Florida sound though. But all of the different
Florida,
I know that, but that's a Florida sound, but all of the different bass in Florida does sound different depending where you at.
Yes.
So Tampa sound a little bit different than Miami. Miami sound a little bit different than Orlando, Jackson, but they all got their own little different things.
Yeah.
This man tried to stomach roll. Did you see him stomach
Yeah,
roll
he
to
did.
Tampa
He
Tony?
did.
Okay.
He did. It was pretty good, actually. I'm impressed.
Okay.
But no, that was lit though.
Yes, that
I
was
like
good.
that. That
I'm
was
glad
cool.
you guys liked them.
3 good picks today, and Tampa Tony.
Yes.
Yes. Make sure you guys follow me online at NYLASYMONEEE. That's Nyla Symone on the gram. And if you click the link in bio, you'll see all the playlists that have music. And of course, make sure you guys tune into my podcast. We Need to Talk. New episodes every week. All right.
All right.
Perfect.
Now, when we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. We throw it back on a Friday. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Reminding you guys again, this weekend, Jess is out in D.C.
I am in D.C. This tonight, actually. The doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Catch me at the Warner Theater. Me and my brother Desi, DJ Quicksilver, will be opening the show from 6 to 7 p.m. Make sure you get your tickets at livenation.com or warnertheaterdc.com or my website, JessHilariousOfficial.com. And tomorrow, we got the official premiere for Flood in Baltimore City. Shout out to my brother Desi Alexander. His movie is dropping. And if you ain't doing nothing today, make sure you stream I Hate, I Love You on Peacock. Executive produced by Jess Hilarious, and I star in the film as well.
All right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
What are you going to do or something in New York? Next concert in New York.
I got that coming. Oh, my comedy show. I got to get that on the books for New York and New Jersey. Actually, I got to finish negotiating those deals, but that's about to be put on the schedule for spring.
Okay. All right. Well, when we come back, we got the positive notice. The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Salute to Rotimi for joining us today. Make sure you pick up his album, In the Heart, in the Veins. Yeah, 18 songs.
In my heart, in my veins.
Salute to Rotimi, man. I miss the good brother Rotimi, man. I want to tell folks too, if you saw me last night on The Daily Show, thank you. Go check it out on The Daily Show's YouTube page right now. I just posted a clip on my Instagram, and I need y'all to know I don't wear eye makeup. I know.
Yes, you do.
No, I really don't.
You do.
I know that y'all like to say that, but I don't wear eye makeup. You know what I mean? I'm sorry that I have. Whatever that. What would you call that? What they call that, Jess? When you put it around your eyes?
A makeup artist.
No, not a makeup artist. Concealer. Yeah, I don't have concealer around my eyes. This is my natural look. I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you.
We don't believe you.
Well, we don't believe your beard is real. Your beard is that real color either.
Hey yo, okay. Relax, y'all. He ain't even had nothing to say.
Touche. Leave us on a positive note, man.
Listen, the positive note is this. We was talking about legacy earlier because we was talking about Mike Tyson with the young sister Jazzy. Salute to Jazzy, by the way, Jazzy World TV.
Absolutely.
But the things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone. That's just the reality of the situation. That's what Mike was speaking to. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone. But the things you do for others remain as your legacy. Have a blessed weekend.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?